What's up, boys? Taking a look at some more MLB player props today over on prizepicks. We've been very, very hot this month and pretty much just overall all season on MLB. So 8-1 in the past 2 days over on the Patreon. We've also had a do not play and a push, but 8-1 in the last 2 days. So we've been pretty freaking good. So if you guys want to go and check out the Patreon, the link is in my description. We were 1-0-1 on the video yesterday. We hit one, and one is a do not play, and then also on Twitter I posted an extra play which ended up pushing. So if you guys aren't already follow me on Twitter, go ahead and give me a follow. I believe it's DOMG Props on Twitter. The ad is in my description if you guys are interested in taking a look at that. But if plays get bumped and all that different stuff in these videos, I will start posting an alternative play over on my Twitter, DOMG Props. But if you guys are not on prizepicks as well, go ahead and check it out. The link is in my description. But you guys get a 100% deposit match up to $100 using my code DOMG. And right now there is a free square over on prizepicks. Matthew Stafford over half a passing yard in honor pretty much of the brand new season. Well, not new season, but because the NBA season ended and now we have NFL coming up relatively soon. Because of 59 hours to lock this in, so it's a free square. Stafford, I hope you can get half a passing yard, buddy. But anyways, let's take a look, though, at some MLB player props today. But yeah, Patreon link is down in the description. I also will be having pitch counts now over on this channel. I plan on doing 2 strikeout props typically, or strikeout pitching out prop, and then also give you guys a 3rd pitch count prop as long as they keep doing good. I've been messing around with pitch counts, and I'm ready to launch it, man, because I've been 12-2 on my pitch count props recently. So yeah, 12-2 has been pretty freaking good. So I already have 9 up on the Patreon currently right now. So I have 9 pitch count props up on the Patreon right now. So again, check it out if you guys want. But otherwise, there's free plays in today's video. But that's just if you guys want extra research. Link is in my description. It's less than 40 cents a day. But anyways, let's hop in though and talk about these MLB player props. Sorry for the real long intro. I'll hop in finally. Okay, first player prop here. We're going to start with the strikeout prop here. It's going to be Tariq Skubal over 6 strikeouts here against the Texas Rangers. This game is at 7-10 today here against Texas, obviously. So let's take a look more into this one here. But he is at home here facing Texas. Let's take a look more into this prop here. If you guys do take more of a look into this prop, you would find out that he is a plus 109 to go over 6.5 strikeouts. He is hit 4 out of 10 games this season with 2 pushes. He is also at home today, like I said, and he's facing Texas, who ranks 13th in K percentage versus left-handed pitchers. So I'm liking the spot a lot here for Tariq Skubal here against the Rangers. Patreon got this at 5.5 last night, by the way, so they got a little bit of a discount on this, but there is definitely some push potential right here. But I have way too many units on this, I will say. I haven't won way too many units to go over 5.5 strikeouts, but I think he can strike out at least 6 Texas Rangers today, for sure, especially if you take a look at how these Rangers have been striking out lately. But always tail at your own risk. Always look into these more on your own. Don't just tail randomly. Look into these more on your own. But this is what his game log looks like here. So played the Blue Jays here. He did pretty good strikeout-wise. Blue Jays are not that easy of a team to strike out. And 4 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts. So that was actually pretty solid. But against the Pirates here, 9 strikeouts. Twins, who's a tougher team, 6 strikeouts. Cleveland, very, very tough strikeout team. He had 5 strikeouts against them. Then you have the Cleveland again. He had 5 strikeouts against them in 5 innings pitched. He's actually a very, very, very solid strikeout pitcher. I think he can grab at least 6 today. And this is what the starting pitcher game log versus the Rangers look like. Bo Brisky right here. His line was, I believe, 3.5 yesterday. He got 6 strikeouts. Garcia, 9 strikeouts. I can't say that name. I suck with names. I know his name. I can think of it, but I can't say it. Anyways, Javier, 7 right there. Giolito, 8 right there. Shane Bieber, 6. So there have been a good amount of opposing pitchers. The guys who are actually good and are actually strikeout pitchers are getting their strikeouts against this team. So really the only one that I can really think of that hasn't really been that great is Corey Kluber. His line was probably 4.5 and he got 4. So I mean, otherwise, like Bo, he was at 3.5 yesterday. He grabbed 6 strikeouts in 7 innings. He is not a strikeout pitcher. But that's going to be the first one for me is Tariq Skubal over 6 strikeouts. I like that one a lot. I liked it a lot more at 5.5, obviously, but I do think it is still playable at 6. But I just liked it a lot more at 5.5. So let's go ahead and take a look at our pitch count player prop of the day. I don't really have another super favorite strikeout prop on the board currently. I will say I do like Hunter Green over 6.5 strikeouts a little bit, a lot less than I did before. But I do like Hunter Green still over 6.5 strikeouts here against the Milwaukee Brewers, so that is an option. But the other official play in today's video is actually going to be a pitches thrown prop here. I like Frankie Montas under 98.5 pitches thrown. I like this one here. Under 98.5 pitches thrown here against the Kansas City Royals. Pitch count is very, very weird. It's kind of hard to understand because it can be like, it can go all over the place sometimes. You just got to be on the right side of it. It just really kind of depends. So really, it's just all it is instead of like, the first inning runs allowed props and hits allowed props and all that different stuff. That's like a, early sweat. This is a late sweat typically. Unless they get destroyed early, it's going to be a late sweat. You're going to be waiting until like the last couple batters and stressing about, pitches thrown and all that different stuff. It's a sweat prop. If you guys don't like to sweat in your player props, probably not for you. But I do like Frankie Montas here under 98.5. He is 4 for 12 this season. He's only hit this in 4 games. Although I will say he's a lot better at home. I believe he's 4 for 9 this season at home. So he has hit every single game, or he's hit all of his 4 hits this season have been at home. So I will say that. Although his hit rate only drops by like 1% between this season and last when it comes to pitching at home here for pitches, but he's a 36% hit rate between this season and last season, and also 96 and 64 pitchers versus Kansas City in 2 games last season. So he went under in both games last season with 96 and 64. So hoping he gets destroyed early today. If you're not taking a strikeout prop at least, but I do think he will go under his pitches here. So let's take a look into this one here. So Frankie Montas here, again, he is at home here against the Kansas City Royals. There is not an over-under released yet or a line, so I don't know why that is. At least right now in Rotowire, it doesn't show up. But let's take a look into this one here. So you can't really do too much looking into it. I mean, there's not like you can't go on Statmuse and look at the pitch count and all that different stuff. But you can go on like Baseball Reference. You can go on the MLB browser and look at past games and all that different stuff. But I'd say Baseball Reference is probably the best way to go ahead and take a look at recent pitches and all that different stuff. But we can go ahead and take a look, though, at starting pitchers versus the Royals. So starting pitcher game log versus Royals. Whoops, I spelled that wrong. Royal. Okay, I can't type, I guess. There we go. Starting pitcher versus Royals. So you can take a look here. 3 innings pitched for Sam Long, although it is Sam Long of all people. I don't remember what Logan Webb's pitch count was, but you can just kind of see how many innings people have pitched against them. So odds are if they pitched 5 innings, it probably did not go over into the hundreds really, or 99. But you can take a look at this though right here. And this is on Baseball Reference. This is pitches per plate appearance right here. So you have to go to team pitches batting, and right here, pitches per plate appearance. You can take a look at this. This can help you out a little bit here. But the Royals allow the 3rd least pitches per plate appearance, which can be a good thing, because if they're taking really short plate appearances and batting, and at bats, I mean, that can help you out a little bit, because more base hits, more runs with shorter pitches is more likely for him to get pulled. So it's just kind of all over the place. Pitch count is very, very weird, but I've had a lot of success with it recently, so I'm running it up today here officially. So, but yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for today's video. Hopefully this helped you guys out just a little bit. Again, all my player prop research is on my Patreon. But these were a couple in today's video. But if you guys are just enjoying that, by all means, you guys don't have to. But if you guys want more research, the link is in my description. It's less than 40 cents a month over there, so, or a day, less than 40 cents a day for a month over there. But also, if you guys are not on prizepicks, sign up. There's a free square right now for NFL, 100% deposit match up to $100 using my code DOMG. But that's gonna do it, man. I appreciate you guys watching. I will see you guys in the very next video. Peace out, boys.